Hey everyone, it's been quite a while since I've last done a video. The last video I did was for Holler If You Hear Me, I think. And I've seen one show after that. I saw Bullets Over Broadway for a second time. I think a week or two before it closed. And I didn't do a video because I had pretty much the same experience. I loved it. Even more, I loved it the same. It's a great show. I did like Zach Braff a little better the second time I saw it. I figured I could say that here instead of just doing a video saying the same things. The only thing that really changed was the playbill. It was in color and then it was in black and white. But yeah, so I got to see this amazing show called Hedwig and the Angry Inch. And this show was amazing. It was I don't know. I have no words for this show because I was expecting like this so kind of show because of all the hype, but the hype is like completely worth it. And even though Neil Patrick Harris already left the show, the hype should still be there because it's not Neil Patrick Harris, it's the show. This material, this music, this book, this everything about this show was magical. Like, I don't know how people come up with pure genius like Hedwig and the Angry Inch. And yeah, so I got my ticket yesterday. I went to the box office and I paid $49 for a balcony seat. And yeah, so the lottery is still crazy. There was maybe 200 people at the lottery yesterday. And I don't know why, but it's not selling as much as they used to. They used to have standing room only tickets every single day. And I asked before I bought my ticket, the box office people, do you guys think you guys are going to be sold for your 7 o'clock, sold out for your 7 o'clock? He said, there's still a chance we might be. And I was like, what about for your 10 o'clock? He was like, no, we're nowhere near sold out. That's definitely not going to be sold out. And that's pretty surprising because it was doing so well before. I believe it recouped. So, yeah, I'm going to tell you what Hedwig is about. So, Hedwig and the Angry Inch tells the story of a transgender woman named Hedwig who gets a botched sex change operation and ends up with an Angry Inch. Hedwig and the Angry Inch also tells this amazing story of a quest of finding love and universal acceptance. And it's not one of the shows that it's like Kinky Boots, for example. So, cause that you should just like accept people for whoever they are, and it's like so much more than that in this show, and it puts like a whole new lens towards that. And yeah, this show was just, oh my god. I want to talk about the cast real quick because this cast was spot on. I did not see Neil Patrick Harris, and I was like kind of upset about that. I really wanted to see him. And the day that I saw Bullets Over Broadway, Danny, aka Happy Madison dude, saw the performance that night too. And we met up after the show and we were like talking about Hedwig. And I tell him I really want to go see Hedwig with Neil Patrick Harris. He tells me, if you can't get tickets, don't sweat it. If you can, see Andrew Rannells because it's not Neil Patrick Harris. Like, he is amazing in this show, but I feel like if anybody who comes into this show, they'll do it correctly because it's just, the material is so amazing and the show is just so great. And I took his word for it and it was amazing. It was great. Andrew Rannells is genius as Hedwig. For all you Neil Patrick Harris lovers out there, don't take this the wrong way. Neil Patrick Harris was amazing at the Tonys and in the album, in the not the album, my bad. The what? Oh my God, no. Well, the album, yeah. Um, the cast recording, and he was amazing in that. But Andrew Rannells has such he has a really like good voice. He has maybe even a better voice than Neil Patrick Harris, and he does he like plays around with the score, like he gave a little few riffs now and there, and he just like give a little like pizzazz or a little sugar on top, than what Neil Patrick Harris did, and I liked it. I liked that a lot, and his acting was amazing. He made me cry in this show, and I never cry in shows, and he made me cry, and his exquisite corpse. Oh my God. It was amazing. The whole change was amazing. That that was amazing. He was amazing. This show is amazing. Like this show, oh my God. I feel like if Andrew Rannells was the original Hedwig, he would have got the Tony too. And I really think I don't know what's gonna go on with the show after this. I don't know if they're gonna close after he leaves, if they're gonna get a new star to replace him. But I hope that this show does not close because, yeah. So I also got one of the Hurt Locker playbills at the show, and this was really really funny. This playbill is hilarious. This is the cast of Hurt Locker. Yeah, just can you just see that right there? I'll just give you a little sneak peek. That was hilarious. Her bio is hilarious. Okay. But yeah, so oh my God, they're so loud. I can't even think. The set design was incredible. The set design later turns to nothing, like there's nothing there. And I feel like if the set design was that, it would have been perfect like that. The lights in the show, the lights and the projections, they're like an artwork, and they deserve that Tony so much. I loved the lighting design. The strobe lights were amazing, and it was just so great. The sound design, how didn't they win the sound design? It was incredible. um It's very, very loud. The show is really, really, really loud. And I loved it like that. I sometimes can't hear the show, but I heard the show just perfectly fine. And there was one bad thing that it's not the show's fault. It's maybe the Belasco's fault. Well, not the Belasco's either. It's just that they decided to do a parade on 6th Avenue. It was the Brazilian parade. And you heard it inside the theater, and there's this like thing where there's this concert going outside in Times Square. I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's a concert going out in Times Square, and I thought that that was like from the concert, but that was actually the street noise. I had to move away from that side of the theater because I could not like multitask with trying to hear what he's saying, and I had to battle it for like a good 2 minutes, and then the lady moved me. So yeah, so Lena Hall. Oh my God. I don't know. I was sort of like, she won the Tony. Like, I've heard that Yitzhak doesn't do anything but sit on the stage and move stuff. Wrong. Yitzhak has feelings, and Yitzhak can sing his ass off. And Lena Hall is just incredible and spectacular, and she deserved that Tony. I feel like if she just came out of no, if she wasn't even in the show and she came out of nowhere and sang Midnight Radio, she still would have won the Tony. And she's just a masterpiece, and it's just great to have her existing on this earth. Wow. Hedwig and the Angry Inch, guys, on Broadway. Do yourself a favor, do yourself the solid, and go see this amazing, spectacular show. I also forgot to say one thing about the show. Be ready to laugh, be ready to cry, be ready to think. It's just, it's not a show. It's a very enjoyable show, but it's also a show that you have to like listen to, especially in the origin of love. That song is incredibly beautiful, and the projections done in that song are like amazing. And yeah, just this show is, oh my god, something else I needed to say. Michael Mayer, God bless you. This show is so well directed. He, wow, it's just, there wasn't one flaw with this show. Like, I'm just so happy I got the opportunity to see it, and I hope that all of you guys get the opportunity to see it too. And yeah, just please, Hedwig, Hurt Locker. Yeah, bye guys, thanks for watching.